My name is Olivia, and if you told me 6 months ago that my pregnancy would turn my own mother into a full-blown antagonist in my life story, I would have laughed it off as some over-the-top soap opera plot. But here I am, 28 weeks along, belly rounding out like a basketball, and dealing with what feels like a hostile takeover of my womb. The title says it all. My mother has gone delusional with me being pregnant with her first grandchild, and she's taking claim of my pregnancy, trying to dictate everything about my unborn baby's life to her liking. Buckle up, Reddit. This is a wild ride, and I'm spilling it all because I need to know, am I the asshole for finally snapping, or is this the wake-up call she deserved? It started innocently enough. My husband, Marcus, and I had been trying for a baby for over a year. We kept it quiet, not wanting the pressure from family. When those 2 pink lines finally appeared on the test, we were ecstatic. We decided to announce it at a family dinner, figuring it would be a joyful moment. My mom, Vivian, always the dramatic one, with her perfectly coiffed hair and her endless opinions, burst into tears the second we said the words. "My grandbaby!" she wailed, clutching her chest like she'd won the lottery. I thought it was sweet at first. She hugged me, so tight I could feel her excitement vibrating through me. Marcus and I exchanged smiles. This was going to be great. But oh, how quickly the sweetness soured. The very next day, Vivian showed up at our door unannounced, arms loaded with bags from Baby Depot. "I couldn't resist," she chirped, dumping onesies, blankets, and a bizarre array of herbal teas onto our kitchen table. "These are for your morning sickness, darling. And look, gender-neutral outfits until we know if it's a boy or girl." I was touched, really, but then she started rearranging our fridge. "You can't have caffeine, Olivia. Or processed foods. I'll make a meal plan for you." Marcus raised an eyebrow, but I waved it off. "She's just excited," I told myself. First-time grandma vibes. By week 10, the vibes had escalated to full-on invasion. Vivian texted me hourly, "Have you taken your prenatal vitamins? Did you walk today? Avoid stress, dear. Stress is bad for my grandbaby." My grandbaby. That's when I first noticed it slipping in, like a subtle claim stake. She insisted on coming to every doctor's appointment, even though Marcus and I wanted some private. At the first ultrasound, she elbowed her way to the screen, cooing, "Look at that little nose. It's just like mine." The technician laughed politely, but I felt a twinge of unease. Marcus squeezed my hand, whispering, "She's harmless." Famous last words. Things ramped up when we found out the gender. We wanted a low-key reveal, just us and a cupcake with blue or pink filling. But Vivian had other plans. She organized a surprise gender reveal party at her house, inviting half the neighborhood without asking us. Balloons, confetti cannons, the works. When the blue smoke exploded, announcing our baby boy, she screamed louder than anyone. "A grandson. Oh, Olivia, we'll name him after your grandfather, Reginald. Reggie for short. It's perfect." I froze. Marcus and I had already picked out Liam after his late father. But Vivian waved it off. "Reginald has history. Liam is so common." That night, I lay awake, rubbing my belly, whispering to my little guy, "Your name is Liam no matter what." The dictation didn't stop at names. Vivian started shopping like a woman possessed. "Our nursery." She declared our neutral theme boring, and arrived with truckloads of blue everything, crib sheets with sailboats, walls she wanted painted navy. "Boys need adventure motifs," she insisted. When I politely said we'd handle it, she pouted. "But this is my first grandchild. I have rights." "Rights." I bit my tongue, but Marcus was starting to fume. "Your mom is turning this into her pregnancy," he said one evening as we sorted through her latest haul. I nodded, but deep down I felt guilty. Vivian had raised me alone after Dad left. Maybe this was her way of reliving motherhood. Week 15 brought the baby registry wars. Marcus and I created one online, practical stuff like diapers, a stroller, bottles. Vivian logged in. How she got the password, I'll never know, and edited it. Out went our eco-friendly choices. In came her picks. A $500 antique rocking chair, crystal baby rattles, and organic cotton from some boutique in Paris. "Only the best for my grandbaby," her note read. When I confronted her, she teared up. "I'm just helping, Olivia. You don't know how hard it is to raise a child." The guilt hit hard, but so did the resentment. This was my baby, my body, my life. The real delusion kicked in around week 20. Vivian started referring to the baby as hers in conversations. My little Reggie is kicking? Let Grandma feel. She'd press her hands on my belly without asking, even in public. At a family barbecue, she announced to everyone that she'd be in the delivery room. I need to be there for my grandbaby's first breath. Marcus nearly choked on his burger. Vivian, that's up to Olivia and me. She scoffed. Nonsense. Mothers know best. That night, I cried in the shower, feeling like my pregnancy was being hijacked. My body was changing, stretch marks, swollen feet, insomnia, and instead of support, I had a dictator. But wait, it gets crazier. Vivian began planning the baby's entire future. She enrolled in grandparent classes fine, but then she started scouting preschools. We need to get on wait lists now. Harvard starts early. Harvard? For a fetus? She even suggested we move closer to her, for the baby's sake. When I said no, she accused me of being selfish. This child is my legacy too, Olivia. You're denying me. Legacy. I felt like I was in a twisted fairy tale where the evil queen steals the princess's child. The breaking point came last week, at 27 weeks. Vivian showed up with a lawyer. Yes, a lawyer. We need to discuss custody arrangements, she said casually over tea. My jaw dropped. Custody? Mom, what the hell? She explained, dead serious. In case something happens to you and Marcus. I want legal rights to raise my grandson. Marcus walked in mid-conversation and exploded. Vivian, this is insane. Get out. She left in tears, calling me ungrateful. Now, Reddit, I'm torn. Part of me knows she's unhinged. Maybe menopause. Maybe unresolved issues from her past. But she's my mom, and this is her first grandkid. I blocked her for a few days, but the guilt is eating me alive. Marcus wants no contact until she apologizes, but what if she escalates? Has anyone dealt with a MIL, or mom, like this? Am I the asshole for cutting her off? Or is this Boundaries 101? Update. Holy crap, you guys blew this up. Thanks for the awards and advice. Therapy for her, firm boundaries for me. But plot twist. Vivian just emailed me a grandparent contract outlining her rights to weekly visits, holidays, and even input on discipline. She CC'd the lawyer. Marcus is livid. We're consulting our own attorney. Is this real life? The emails kept coming, each more unhinged than the last. Olivia, think of Reggie. He needs his grandma's wisdom. I hadn't even told her we were sticking with Liam. I ignored them, focusing on my prenatal yoga and nesting with Marcus. We painted the nursery soft green, ignoring her navy demands. But the silence didn't last. 2 days ago, she showed up at our door again, this time with a nursery set she couldn't return. Her eyes were wild, pleading. Please, let me in. This baby is all I have left. I let her in, big mistake. She immediately beelined for my belly, hands outstretched. Hello, my little one. I stepped back. Mom, stop. His name is Liam, and this is my pregnancy. She froze, then burst into sobs. You're taking him from me. After everything I've done. What's she done? The manipulation, the overstepping, it all crashed down. Mom, you've turned my joy into stress. You need help. She stormed out, vowing I'd regret it. That night, Marcus held me as I ugly cried. We're protecting our family, he said. But the doubt lingered. Was I too harsh? The next morning, a package arrived, a baby book titled Grandma's Legacy, filled with her handwritten notes on how to raise Reggie. It included recipes from her childhood, stories of my grandpa, and a section on family traditions we must follow. It was sweet in a creepy way, like a love letter from a stalker. I decided to confront her one last time, at a neutral coffee shop. Mom, I love you, but this has to stop. You're scaring me. She sipped her latte, eyes narrowing. Scaring you? I'm preparing you. You don't understand motherhood like I do. We argued for an hour, her insisting on her rights, me begging for space. Finally, she dropped the bomb. If you shut me out, I'll fight for visitation. Grandparents have rights in the state. My blood ran cold. Was she bluffing? Researching online. Thanks, Reddit threads. I learned grandparent rights are rare without proof of harm. But the threat hung over me like a storm cloud. Marcus and I lawyered up, documenting everything. Meanwhile, my belly grew, Liam kicking like a soccer pro. I imagined his little face, his first cry, not overshadowed by drama. Last night, the climax, Vivian called hysterical. I had a dream. Reggie was calling for me. I sighed. Mom, it's Liam. And dreams aren't reality. She paused, then whispered. Maybe I went too far. An apology. Almost. But promise me you'll let me hold him first. No. Goodbye, Mom. I hung up, heartbreaking but resolve stealing.